Hey everybody, welcome back to CuddlesRUs. Today we're going to be diving into the test server and we're going to be checking out a couple of the new features that they're adding to the game. And we're also going to look at some of the bugs that potentially got fixed. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's jump on into it. So one of the first things that we're going to be looking at is the Carryall and the potential that we now have with the Carryall, since now we can transport harnessed vehicles to the overworld map and into the deep desert. Now, one of the things that we can look at is potentially putting all of our building supplies inside a buggy or sand crawler to take it to the overworld map into the deep desert, which is going to be allowing players to either tear down or put up their bases in the deep desert so much easier. This is a huge game changer for those people that are out there building bases and providing, the deep desert content. Now, there are a few things that you might want to look out for. One, you cannot transport people through the world map just yet. I don't know exactly when that's going to be coming, but we tried that. We also tried inside the Carryall. It also did not work. But all said and done. I mean, come on, let's agree here that this is a huge change for those people that are going and bringing their goods in and out of the deep desert. Because before it would take us 15 to 20 trips just to bring out all the base supplies. Now, hopefully, we can get it done in 2. What do you guys think? Leave it in a comment below. So let's go ahead and let's look at one of the potential glitches out there, or features, mind you. So you let me know in the comments if this is going to be a feature or if this is, a glitch or an exploit, if you wish. So one of the things that you can do is actually put down a staking unit. When you put down that staking unit, it's going to last for X amount of time. And once it hits 0, you can actually pick that staking unit back up. Once you do that, if you pick it up at the right time, you'll be able to get the land claim and the extension back at the same time. So do with this information as you wish, but I hope Funcom fixes this too. So one of the other things that we can talk about, since we just got done talking about the staking unit, is actually the repair feature, or exploit as you wish. But this is no longer going to be in the game. So this has now been removed. We've tried it in multiple iterations. We tried leaving the world map. We tried countless attempts to log out, log in. It didn't work in any of our trial and error inside the test server. So do with this information as you wish, but please don't abuse it, guys. They are watching this, and I would hate to see you guys get banned. So one of the things that still isn't fixed is the fact that you can now loot the down ships. As long as somebody still leaves one item in the down ship, the next person can loot it. So do keep that in mind, guys. When you're looting the ships, leave one item so then the next person can get it. Or, take it all. It's up to you. But it's still here, it's still functioning, and it still works. So take advantage of it while you can. So I don't know whether or not this one falls under the category of exploit or feature, bug, whatever you may have you. But if you guys didn't know, you can actually place down a sub-feed console and learn a blueprint without having to do anything other than hop in your Ornithopter, learn the blueprint, and then you can just demolish your sub-feed console and move on to the next one. You don't actually have to have a base. You don't have to go anywhere. You can do this in PvP, PvE. It doesn't really matter. As long as you have a sub-feed console and your Ornithopter, you can learn any blueprint inside Dune Awakening. So keep that in mind. So one of the nifty little features that they've added to the game is actually the building backup tool. Now this tool does have a little nuances to it that does kind of suck. Okay, but the good thing about it is you can move your base between sieges, servers, and anything like that. But if you've ever tried to place Solito, you know what I'm talking about. You're gonna have those like weird things when you're gonna miss out on your foundations or something like that. So it does have a lot of that nuanced feeling to it. So it is going to be kind of hard for you to place it unless you place it back in the same direction or in the same exact spot in another siege. Because if you right click on the tool itself, you'll actually be able to just instantly go back to the location that it was founded in. So that is a really good thing. But here's a little caveat. If anybody stands in the way or is in that spot in any direction, if you got a full thing, it will be just completely read out. You cannot place it if somebody is standing inside of it other than yourself. So you do want to kind of keep that in mind when you're like trying to place these, because if you're in a high traffic area, well, it's going to take you a long time to get this to go down. The other thing is like I have found that when you're trying to like change the base a little bit, or you just want to move it just a little bit, it's going to be kind of impossible because you're going to run into those foundation issues and stuff like this. Now, they really should change this to give you more blocks underneath your foundation pieces to accommodate this. But, you know, it is Funcom, and well, Funcom be Funcom. So let's just leave it at that. And I will try to get you a better video on the whole Solido building, or the base Solido, and we can kind of talk about it a little bit more. Now, I know I'm pausing a little bit here, but it is kind of a hard thing to talk about, especially when we're talking about moving your entire base. Now, everything you do inside your base is captured. Your water, your all your box components, everything. So if you ever wanted to take a break, you can just Solido the base. But one of the things that I would actually say before you do this is actually make a separate base, make it a cube or whatever, and place your base down and, you know, capture it there. Because capturing it with your full, like, everything open is really going to be a lot of, is extremely hard. So leave that up to you guys, but let's go ahead and jump into the next one. All right, so they did actually fix a lot of the mechanics when it comes to Ornithopter v Ornithopter. You're actually going to get a significant boost to the, you know, deflection or pushback that you're going to have when hitting another Ornithopter. When they hit the Carryall, they're going to bounce a lot further away, so it's going to be a lot harder for them to either get on board or essentially try to grief you to the ground. You're actually no longer going to be losing speed or, you know, being able to, you know, climb essentially. So the pushback is very significant. It's a huge change, and it's really going to cut down on the griefer Ornithopter v Ornithopter griefing, so on and so forth. But with that said, please do hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to know more about the test server and everything that Dune Awakening's got going on. Now, we are planning to stream a little bit of the test server, so please do leave it in a comment down below. What would you like to see? What do you want us to test next? And we'll leave that in your hands. But with that said, stay thirsty, and I will see you guys on Arrakis.
I might be Cuddles, but this desert don't go back. Let's ride.
Rolling through the dunes with the stream going live. Shot hooligans rising and I'm feeling that drive. Two houses clashing like thunder in the sky, but I got my crew and we're ready to ride. Ain't just cozy vibes, don't get it twisted. We bringing that storm you never listed. Mic is hot, saddles tight, and we ain't going down without a fight. Lock and spot if you're feeling the flame.